Good morning. My name is Teresa, and I'm here to introduce my new channel, which is TPS Tax and Consulting Services LLC. This is an introductory video what I'm going to tell you about myself and what my objectives are and my plans. Well, TPS Tax and Consulting Services is based in Metro Atlanta. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I have over 20 years experience of federal taxation laws. I worked for the Internal Revenue Service for over 10 and a half years, and I first began working at the IRS back in 1996 when I first moved to Atlanta. And then I worked 96, 97, and I came back to the IRS in 2006. However, I do have over 20 years plus experience in tax law and tax returns. I have an MBA degree from Capella University. I graduated in 1997, and I graduated from the University of South Carolina in Columbia. What I'm going to do is make a series of videos called Tax Tuesdays, and I'm going to post it on my channel, my YouTube channel. Now, let me first say this. I don't have the experience yet to know about setting up YouTube pages and knowing how to do live videos yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. I downloaded the software and I'm still trying to figure out how to record while I'm here in my home office at home, as you can see in the background. So what I'm going to do is offer tax tips and answer any questions one may have. Now, I understand a lot of you have accountants and a lot of people love to use that word. I have an accountant. Let me first tell you, going to Jackson Hewitt, going to H&R Block, they're not accountants. They are tax preparers. They simply plug in whatever information you give them. So if you give them a W-2, or if you give them 1099s, or if you give them things, they're going to only plug it in the computer. And basically, Uber offers a discount on the tax software. But let me tell you a caveat warning about that. Those softwares is only good but what you put into the system. However, it is tax planning that is important. That means that you don't give all your receipts to the accountant at the last minute, January, February, and let them decipher all that paperwork. Or even if you have a cute little software device where you could download information and, it's a lot of things you need to do. I have experience in auditing, both doing audits as well as I've taken advanced auditing courses. Now, forensic accounting basically is that the IRS knows they don't have an advanced computer system. Let me tell you that right now. That's why it takes a very long time for them to answer the phone and do anything. They are not advanced. They are not technically savvy in advance. Most of those people who worked at the IRS, at least here in Atlanta, they've been there 40 years, 30. They don't know anything new technology-wise. The IRS is now trying to go through the modernization process, but of course, Congress and the budget constraints, there's a lot of loopholes when it's trying to modernize the IRS. But everything is done very old school. But I'm not going to elaborate on that. I'm just here to introduce myself. And I'm going to offer Tax Tuesdays every Tuesday. Now, until I figure out how to do this live channel, I'm going to do live channels. And also, let me know if you have any questions, your tax questions. Now, I'm going to go over some things such as why one gets chosen for an audit, how to avoid being audited, what questions to ask if you choose to go to a tax preparer. not an accountant, not a CPA. I'm going to tell you, CPAs do not do regular taxes throughout the year. Those are tax preparers. Most CPAs, certified public accountants, most of them handle businesses, meaning not small business, not home office, not work at home moms. They usually work for the big 6 accounting firms. So if you're a certified public accountant, which is basically a lawyer that handles numbers, because that's basically what it is, they don't do tax returns throughout the tax year. They may have an office, they may have a little office, and they may do tax preparation. But a true CPA or an accountant does not do a regular 1090, regular 1040, 1040A. There may be few, they have the credentials of a CPA because they took the test. But let me tell you, a lot of them put that CPA under their name, next to their name, but they're not truly CPAs. So you want to check that. And there's a website you could go to and you can check the credentials. But I warn you, do not think that going to H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt, or any of these small tax preparers that you find on the street know anything about taxes. Because most people's returns that gets reviewed are usually done by those places. And it's wrong. And you're responsible for the filing of your taxes. So when you call the IRS, say, my accountant did it, my accountant got it, I gave all the paperwork to my accountant. They're not, I gave it to them, I can't find them, I can't, no. So I'm here to give you the inside scoop, what really goes on, what you really need to do. So anything you want to do now, whether you're doing Uber, Lyft, or any of these ride-sharing companies part-time, it starts with tax preparation that you start right now. So right now it's the middle of October. So right now, one should be having all the information together. And I'm going to do a series of videos from the beginning, what to do before taxes season starts again. And I'm not going to base all this on the tax laws. But let me make this disclaimer. I'm not a CPA. However, I am very close of becoming one. All I had to do was take the test. But the test is very expensive. And at the time, the IRS used to offer tuition reimbursements. And you could take classes and they would pay for it. Now that the government cuts, they don't even offer any advanced classes and courses that one could take. So I'm a self-taught person because, like I said, I do have experience as well as the educational background in advanced tax laws, as well as the Affordable Care Act as it relates to the Internal Revenue Service, and also working with the Taxpayer Advocate Services. So any of those things or questions you may have, I'll be glad to help you. Now, excuse me, just on my eye. So let me just give you my email address. tsmallwood68@gmail.com. Now, I'm going to start I'm going to have an email address too. It's going to be TPS Tax @gmail.com. So that email I'm going to establish is going to be devoted to tax questions. It's going to be TPS Tax @gmail.com. So I'm going to post this video on my personal blog, and I'm also going to put this on my other channel as well, TPS Tax and Consulting Services LLC. So I'm going to put that on both channels. Now, anybody who knows about how to edit videos, make videos, let me know, because I've downloaded the video software and I can't figure it out how to go and do the video manager and live streaming. So anybody who have any suggestions about that, let me know. I already did the YouTube help page, but I'm still kind of lost about how to do that. But anyways, but the important thing is I'm here to introduce myself. So every Tax Tuesday, I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to also give you some valuable tips and services, and also some as the tax season rolls around, I'm going to show you how I do my own personal return and show you what I've done. So y'all stay safe, and thank you for watching my video.